way to Ely, Nevada, kind of a mini vacation for us. It's about 5 hours east of here. All right, well, this is us. I'm David, this is my wife Linda, so we are off on our trip.
In our Nevada t-shirts.
You can see our Nevada t-shirts. So we're here in Fallon at the museum, which according to the sign is the best little museum on Highway 50, and it is free admission.
Oh, we're parked in the car. Okay, turn left. Go ahead.
So, we had to take a detour because of an accident. So, we're actually heading towards Las Vegas at the moment. And according to the GPS, we should turn at road. Not very helpful. We're taking a circuitous route, almost by way of Vegas now, not really.
So there was a traffic jam, an accident, something, on Highway 50, just on the eastern end of Fallon. Not a problem. We turned right by EC Best Elementary School. We'll just go around it. That was over an hour ago. So now, our Nevada Atlas and Gazetteer has said, oh, you could turn here. Oh, there's a road this way. Oh, you could go that way. Yeah, none of those really are roads. They're kind of dirt paths. None of them are maintained. We are now back on 95, and Root had joked that we were going to go to Vegas. He's not so far off. We are headed south toward Vegas. We started here. All we needed to do was get past here. We didn't get past here. We got to here. We went around about Fallon a lot. We are now almost in Shores, and you can see that is nowhere near Fallon where we need to be. We have to travel all the way down past Hawthorne into Luning before we can get to State Route 361 to meander our way back up to Highway 50, which should take us, no more than 3 hours out of our way total to get back on the Highway 50 and find our way to Ely, hopefully by midnight. That's our plan. Okay, change of plans. We've just gotten our first historical marker of our trip. Hooray! Number 16, Walker Lake. Okay, so we have decided, rather than traveling to Luning and taking a suspect road, deciding whether or not it's paved, who knows, and getting back to Highway 50, we are going to circumvent that whole adventure, going through Luning, through Mina, all the way down. We're going to go to Tonopah, take State Route 6, which looks like an actual paved road, and take that up to Ely. We'll see how it goes. It's going to take us 4 hours and 42 minutes to get to Ely. What's funny about that? It was going to take us 4 hours and 28 minutes to get to Ely when we left home. That's right, after
about 2 hours ago.
2.5 hours of driving, we are now further behind.
No, that's enough. We've driven 100 miles so far.
100 miles of driving. It's now going to take us another 20 minutes to get to Ely. We should have driven to, Reno first or something. Alrighty. We have finished all of the historical markers in Mineral County as of today. This was started back on April 3rd in 2010. As of today, Mineral County is finished. We are next going to go through Esmeralda County. We're going to be on State Route 6, US Route 6. We are going to try to hit 20, 155, and 101 on our way to Tonopah to get to Ely.
Here we have probably a rather recent historical marker. This is actually number 20, so So this was established quite some time ago, but it's a fairly new sign, so that's nice. It's in great condition. So we love coming out into Nevada. In this case, we are in the middle of Nevada, and to see wonderful scenery, get away from people, and learn a little bit of history about Nevada's colorful past. So we are 13 miles west of Tonopah, which is in the middle of Nevada,
Esmeralda County.
and we're at the Miller's rest stop, which is a really nice rest stop here. And then we're gonna head into Tonopah. There are a couple of historical markers to grab there, and we're only like 185 miles from Ely, so that's a little less than 3 hours.
Again.
It would have only been 4.5, 5 hours if we went straight on 50, but here we are. It's been fun, right?
It's been fun. Lots of fun. Off we go.
See ya.
They're pretty narrow though.
Yep.
I like that. Okay, here we are. Let's walk.
All
Marker
right.
number 15. Alright.
So here we are.
I want to get back in the car without the flies getting in the car.
More mosquitoes in
Oh,
it.
or whatever that was.
Yeah, it's a big bug.
Bug. Yes, thank you. I got that.
Big bug, yeah. Large insects. Is that better? No, we always got a whole bunch of them in the.
Oh,
Ew.
how did you do that? Okay, let it be known that these bugs did not come in my side. This is all you're doing. We are nearing Junction 6. We are soon to be on our way to Ely. Oh, look, there's the sign. Ely and Austin. Ely, we're coming for you. Here we go. Only 17 more hours till we reach Ely.
Right, so we know we're a few hours away from Ely, and so it's a small motel that we're staying in, the Rustic Inn Motel. So I just called them to find out how late do they have somebody at the desk. I called, and good thing I did. They only have somebody there until 7. So we're gonna essentially check in tomorrow morning at 8.
And
but
pay then.
We'll pay them, but they're gonna unlock the room for us and leave us the key, because they already have my credit card on file, and so, you know, it's not a problem, but it's nice working with good people in a small town, because people trust each other. That's nice. So, that's kind of fun. So we'll get there when we get there, and it'll be just fine.
And they'll be waiting for us.
Yep.
Not at the desk, but in their comfy beds. Thank you, rural Nevada.
out there.
We made it back to Highway 50. Yay! Home sweet home for the next 5 days. Oh, they're closed. Good thing we called ahead. Here we are.
Said she'd leave a light on for us. Alright, so there we are.
Oh,
Have a great night, and there's a granola bar for each of us. So isn't that
how
sweet?
sweet is that?
Decent sized refrigerator. Wow.
We made it!
Well, good morning. It's 7:20 in the morning, and we're on our way to go to breakfast. So that way, we have not officially checked in yet. But I don't think they open till like 9 o'clock. So, and one thing you can kind of see behind me that Ely is surrounded by mountains. It's an old mining town. And as I walk, I'll turn the camera up there, but alright, so it's not open. I guess maybe it's only open early, 3:30 in the morning during hunting season. This is not hunting season right now, so we will look elsewhere. Alright, so we're at the second restaurant that has good reviews. That's right by the Nevada Northern Railway Museum, which we've ridden on before. I love trains. The All Aboard Cafe, from what I'm seeing here, is closed between July 26th and July 31st. So we're at a lot. That's 2 out of 3 restaurants so far that are closed. So we will continue our adventure. All right, so what are you calling this?
Breakfast, take 3.
All right, so this place is open. It's called The Cup.
We're looking for breakfast.
So what is it?
Thanks. It's a video camera.
That's cool.
Here we have the Hotel Nevada, which is where we stayed for our honeymoon 16 years ago. Well, there we go. That's being honest, playing what we want. It does have the hours listed on there. Hours vary. What's one thing that you like about Ely, my dear?
It's my kind of place. We'll open when we want to. We'll open if it's okay.
We'll play
Maybe
what we want
earlier,
on the radio.
Maybe later. Just relax. Nobody's stressed. It's kind of fun.
Kind of fun.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely a celebration of Art Deco, which is my favorite art form. The train, New York Central, Dreyfus's design, very famous. Unfortunately, none of those locomotives exist anymore.
That's impressive.
Oh yeah,
Start from the bottom up.
they are. Here we have the Garnet Mercantile, which as we see used to be the J.C. Penney.
There's no charge, it's all donation or run by volunteers. This is kind of like a little museum where if someone went to a nursing home, somebody would give us a little something.
So we're at the Renaissance Village
We are.
in Ely. So how many buildings do you have?
11.
11 buildings.
And they were all here. I mean, some were moved here, but in 1921. So that, and if you look at all of the cabins, it looks like they were all pieced together. Small cabins pieced together.
Right, well, that happens during the mining boom when
Right.
they come in and just throw stuff up.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Some survived and some didn't.
Yeah.
An awful lot of the houses in Ely don't have foundations for that.
I lived in Silver City. You know,
Oh, you know that.
Yes, and so the house we lived in
We just
had
don't have
no
horses walking
foundations.
around in town. So.
Right. And these are items that people have donated. A lot of these are period pieces, and some of these are for sale to help support the efforts.
This lady lived in here till 2005, and she was blind, and she was still cooking on this. All the rest of them have the water heaters hooked up. These houses were all occupied till about 1970. One of them until last April, this past spring. Some of them had as many as 6 children in them. This is the biggest one.
You just put the kids outside, so it doesn't even matter.
They did not spend their time indoors. Why would you? They went out to play, and they played on this mountain. And when my kids were little, and I lived in town, we used to go fly kites off that mountain and chase deer and rattlesnakes and all kinds of stuff. So we're celebrating the women who make the community, and here we start with the women who started the medical practices in it. Right? She did piano lessons after she had moved here on one of the first trains into town, lived in a tent. She had come from New York City and played classical piano in Carnegie Hall and came here and lived in the dirt. So that's pretty amazing.
Yes, this is the French house.
See, very fancy handle.
Very red. Oh.
This would have been my grandmother's door. That's exactly what it looked like. Had one of these hooks on the inside and one on the outside. But my grandmother's was open on the top.
So tell me about the doilies.
They would match. So you'd have a set of doilies and they would all be similar. And you can see, but these are similar. And they'd be on the backs of the couches and on every end table. And of course the blanket over the couch. The paper. I love it. They all had, the Catholic prayer cards, and they'd all be tucked into the sides of the mirror.
I'll
But
have to get some.
I showed them. You go into the bedroom, and the saints are everywhere. Just,
I was at one of those funerals yesterday
Mm-hmm.
for one of our Italians. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a very comfortable place for me to be. That house. You did a nice job with that one. You've done a very nice job with these houses. And of course the buffet. You don't have cabinets built into the wall. You have a buffet. And this is where you set everything out, and the dishes are in there, and they're kept clean because it's closed. In the Spanish house, it's also storage space. You put the doily, the curtains, whatever.
Yeah.
What is that? Camera?
Yeah, video camera.
Oh, really?
Very small video camera.
Never seen one like that. Huh.
We have carpet. Fancy.
Okay.
Ooh.
Guns, right.
The Bible. Grandma's apron. Treats, pennies, band-aids, baby, tranquilizer.
And what house is this?
Asian
This is
house.
the Asian house.
A tribute to the mine workers, rail constructors, farmers, and cooks of the Asian countries. Their labor allowed our community to prosper. I mean, it's all here.
Oh, that's the candle showing what the.
No, it's not.
Italian house. Beautiful. This is familiar to me, yes.
Okay, talk to me about it.
This couch and how it's presented reminds me, or just looks familiar. So I'm gonna guess it's from my great-grandparents.
Yes.
The Italian house in which I am right now feels familiar. Where I'm part Italian, my great-grandparents immigrated from Italy, and so this feels about right.
Natural sheepskin rug.
This is about it. But you don't have your tie-dye on.
I didn't wear my shirt today.
That's okay. We made a set for this trip, so we have multiples.
Cool.
Yeah. Green beans coming with us.
Now we're going to go into the grocery store so that we're not buying food and going eating out all the time. Something that my parents and I used to do when we traveled when I was a kid. So here we are.
Little.
Well, we're on our way to Mass this morning at Sacred Heart Catholic Church. So we know where it is. We stopped by and saw it the other day. So off we go. Switching out of my Birkenstocks into boots.
I'm ready. Pick on my bag.
It is today's Sunday. So day number 3. And Lynn and I are out here on Garnet Hill looking for garnets. And I've also been spending some time filming some insects. And they are gathering nectar from maybe a baby sagebrush. Because I love filming and photographing insects.
Would you like to see what I found? Look at that puppy. Like, I'm trying not to take any rocks. These are the size I like finding.
All right, so here we are, vacation day number 4, right?
I think so.
4, yeah. So we're up here at Garnet Hill again. It's about 9:30 or so in the morning, 10 o'clock, something like that. And there are already some people up here, so on the Monday morning. So we'll see what we can find this time and see if Linda can make out a big stash like she did yesterday. My goodness. It's really, really impressive. See, it says, "Welcome to Garnet Hill." I'd say it almost feels like a wilderness adventure, except for the sounds of the haul packs over there by the mine, the fact that we have full service, and the sound of cars of other people coming out here. Other than that, almost an adventure, eh? Still an adventure, Linda says. I mean, it's black, but it does have some shininess to it. Yeah, like it's glass. So, first one of the day. 3. There's another little one right there. Changing my tactics. Not looking for rocks with spots. I'm looking for spots. Let's see if I can make it. Okay. That's a bit more of a manageable size right there. Alright, I got it down to a nice size for you. The layers are really pretty. Obviously, walking down is a lot easier than walking up. The First Lady, Nixon's wife, was born in Healy. Jude Adams, he was Nevada governor. And Dixon, also governor.
Hello, critters.
I would say.
Okay.
All right, so this is day number 5 of our 5-day trip. So we're heading home today. So because of all the smoke in Reno, we bought respirators. We have a couple here, and then
Two of them.
we've also got a box of
Severe.
the paper masks. We call them particulate respirators.
New
And
filters for
filters,
David.
because I already have respirators, so just new filters. So
And then, of course, teacher finds. I can never find scissors. Sets of 3 for $1.25. 10 cents. Very exciting. And yardsticks, 37 cents. I
They're
got
back
10 of
there.
those too.
I don't
Well,
know if you can see them, but they're back there.
so excited for school to start.
All right, so we'll start packing up the car when we get back to the motel and head back home.
With respirators in hand. Literally, for on face. We're at a gas station. We are getting ready to leave. Did I tell him he missed a spot? He's very thorough with his window washing. It's funny to watch. Very meticulous. Oh, he's into the back window too. He is. How exciting. We'll see you later. Here we go. All right, thank you. This was wonderful.
Glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yes, it was great.
All right, you guys have a safe trip back, all right?
We'll see you later.
See you drive safe up there.
Yes. Thank you.
So what do you think of your socks?
Oh, I love them, man. That's all I wear is crazy socks. I don't think I own one pair of original socks.
Mary can become a best friend and a true mother. She is an advocate. She can go to God and ask a favor. Developing a relationship with her will bring you and your child closer to Jesus, her son, and to the Holy Spirit, her spouse. Her mission has always been to point you to Jesus and to bring you to God.
courthouse. Beautiful courthouse on the inside.
Welcome to Austin, Nevada, 1862.
So we're going to stop at the Tiobe Cafe. That has pretty good reviews on Yelp. And it actually is one of the places I had on the itinerary as a restaurant that we can stop at. So we may just do that. Austin does have some interesting history, like flour sack rights.
And that original flour sack is in the museum in Reno, the Nevada Historical Museum. It has been well traveled.
Now this is Austin, top of Pony Canyon, as it turns out. And they have like 7 churches here. Not all of them are in use. Some of them have been closed. But they've been working on restoring some of them, which is nice. So this is downtown Austin. Reminds me very much of Virginia City. You know, there are a lot of very old mining era buildings in various stages of disrepair or in use. So we're working on putting our masks on because it is getting pretty darn smoky out here. So Linda's working on getting hers put together. And I'm just wearing just the paper one. I don't have the actual respirator on because I have one at home. I just need to put filters in it. So I'll be wearing this one. So I thought that perhaps with my Tilly hat, this respirator / mask on, I look like a bandito. My wife, who is Mexican, said no, you do not look like a bandito. You are abusing the word. So
He said he looks like a white guy ready to paint his house.
Not quite a bandito, is it? It's quite a letdown, actually.
Sorry, you are no bandit. Especially not with that outfit. Bandits don't wear tie-dye.
I suppose not.
I suppose not.
Here we have the illustrious shoe tree, which is famous for, well, shoes. So we are ending our 5-day vacation in Fernley, Nevada.
US 95 alternate, which is our way home. Look at that air. A far cry from the blue skies of Ely.
Yeah.
Here we go into Silver Springs. Let's see what the valley looks like.
Yeah, we
There
can
it is.
kind of see it. There are a lot of mountains in the distance.
But you can't tell.
Yeah. There are a lot more mountains beyond that. And you can see for 60, 100 miles without a problem normally.
On a clear day.
Not today.